All right, Ariotti taking a pole with a 38.400. Congratulations to Ari for grabbing that, and he'll get them. He's going to steal them bonus points away from one of the other drivers, you know. So Anthony Emery will start in second, Josh Robin third, Bobby Zielinski fourth, Nick Mullinex will start, or Mucinex, as we call him, will start fifth, Tyler Ducharme in sixth, Justin Lisenby seventh, John Barry eighth, Andrew Cardinelli ninth, and Sean Williams rounds out the top 10. Joe?
Jared Darling will start 11th. Elijah Gracia will start 12th. Row number 7, we have Cody Miller and Terrell Baker 13th and 14th. In row number 8, we have Femi Olat and Tommy Gossett in 15th and 16th. Row number 9, we have Tony Hilbrand 17th, Spencer Madden 18th. And in row number 10, we have Justin Gable 19th, and Taylor Fry will round out the top 20.
All right, Bobby Chaney 21st. James Coulibaly starts 22nd. Will Klein way back in 23rd, not taking a qualifying time, and will have to work his way to the front, but that's his calling card. Remember that, folks. That's what he usually does. Spencer Owens 24th. Zoltan Herczeg, good to see him back this week, 25th. Tom Mercier starting 26th. Keaton Jones 27th. Scott Taylor will start 28th. Cody Lamas 29th. Scott Shire 30th, Patrick Colby 31st, Brad Bothwell, another chase driver that's starting clear to the back of the field. He'll start 32nd. Last one on the field. Wow.
And I just want to point out real quick for all the playoff drivers, in order to advance into the next round as well, you must compete in all the races. If you miss one race, now obviously if there was an emergency, then that's one thing. But if you just didn't show up, you are automatically eliminated from the playoffs. So have to start every race in order to advance into any round. Well, the cars are rolled off, Rudy, and we got 80 laps to see if any of the 12 drivers can lock themselves into the round of 8 today.
I know it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we also got a very big field, too. And, I mean, of course, all these guys, that they all know each other. They all race together. I mean, they've raced together this whole season. But that doesn't mean with a big group of guys like this, that doesn't mean we're going to probably be seeing a lot of wrecks, too. So, not only you just got to manage the cautions, and you just got to manage the people around you. You also don't want to make anyone mad, especially that's in the playoffs, or somebody out of the playoffs who might threaten to maybe hamper your championship hopes.
Now, really quick, you see on the screens, fans, you see the red banners above the windshield, the red splitters, and the red spoiler. Those are drivers that are in the playoffs, so it could be easy for you guys to spot them for any of the playoff races, so you know any of the playoff drivers around. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight on this Tuesday evening here on Max Speed TV. The first race of the playoffs, Michigan International Speedway, the first race of the round of 12, and we know a guy that could really get the race started. TCB, you got the copy?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
You ready to go, man? It's playoffs time.
Oh, yeah, baby. It is playoff time right here in Brooklyn, Michigan. All right, boys, here we are here, Brooklyn, Michigan, in the Irish Hills of Michigan. Can I get a good old Motor City, Michigan?
All right, the green flag is in the air here at Michigan National Speedway. The first race of the playoffs is underway. Side by side, still going in the one. Ariotti down low, Anthony Emery up high. The advantage right now is going to go to Anthony Emery up on the outside. Bobby Zielinski is also looking for the second spot down the back straightaway.
Holy smokes, he come alive pretty quick, didn't he?
Oh, look at this, early blocking going on.
Oh, Anthony wants to lead that lap to get that bonus point. And you're wigging out really bad, Joseph. Joseph, you're wigging out really bad, man. I don't know if you can do anything about it, but
I'm back.
There you go.
I'm back.
Wow, that was weird.
All right. Anyways, so far, Anthony Emery has led the first lap. Now we got a side-by-side battle for second. Bobby Zielinski is now up high. Ariotti has dropped back to third ever since starting on the pole, but he's trying to charge back for that second spot.
Yeah, that time he got a little better run on the bottom. I think he got a little heat built up in the tires. That first lap was not very good because the tires were cold.
And I think that's also what allowed Emery to get an advantage on the outside. Plus, with the way this track is with the banking, it's different in each groove. It's got progressive banking. So with Emery having more banking on the high side in the middle groove in turns 1 and 2, he was able to get the lead from Ariati just on the first lap.
Well, I'll tell you what, the outside lane looks to be the advantage right now. It seems like the top 4 have single file cleared Bobby Cheney. He's, of course, I'm sorry, that's Tyler Ducharme down the bottom. But, yeah, I feel the outside lane is working. If you get enough cars lined up on the outside, you could push by the cars on the bottom lane. But now we got to battle for the lead. Here comes Ariati down low on Anthony Emery.
Oh, and they're still side by side off the corner. They almost make contact. Ariati just losing a little bit of grip on the inside, but they're going to go side by side. Anthony Emery with his nose just ahead as they go to turn 3. Ariati still trying to give him a shot as he almost gets into his left rear.
I mean, man, Anthony Emery shut the door on Ariati right there to keep that race lead. Anthony Emery pretty strong out front, as we've seen early on, but now it looks like pretty much the top 10 is about
here he goes again.
Foul. And there he goes on the inside again for the lead. Can he throw it in the 1? Can he clear? He's got to pull up. There he goes.
Very nice move.
Josh Robin taking the peak down low. He's in that 4th spot. Justin Lisby back there looking to go for that 6th spot. That's with Femi Olat and Tyler Ducharme. Now they're 3 wide back there for the 4th spot.
Yeah, it looks like Femi Olat giving a big shot to John Barry, who looked like he was going to go 3 wide there for a second, but now they're going to stay 2 wide as they go back to turn 1. You got John Barry, Tyler Ducharme, and Josh Robin all battle for position.
Yeah, Josh Robin still down low. John Barry up high. Looks like John Barry's going to clear him now. Now that's Femi Olat on the outside, charging for that 6th spot.
And he will take that spot going into turn 3 as Josh Robin, I think, unfortunately, had to give up a few of those spots there. It looks like he'll slot back into 7th, but maybe not, because here comes Justin Lisby as he's going to go for a spot down the front straightaway. Yeah, Josh Robin's going to cover that.
Ooh. I mean, I'll tell you what, that was pretty close right there. Josh Robin basically took the nose off of Justin Lisby, but Lisby ain't giving up without a fight. He peeks back down low going into turn 1, but so far, Josh Robin's still with the advantage.
Yeah, it looks like Lisby wanted to try to push the issue, and I think he might have caused him some momentum to try to go after him. So she's got to try to regather himself and try to set up another pass on him.
We got a battle for 2nd going on now. Bobby Zelensky taking the peak underneath Anthony Emery. Looks like he's going to have a good run through 3 and 4, and he's going to clear in front of Anthony Emery to take the 2nd spot.
And slot back to 3rd will be Anthony Emery with the Outback Racing Team cars of Anthony Emery, Tyler Ducharme running 3 and 4. Now could they go to battle as they go to turn 1? As Tyler Ducharme, he's going to try the outside lane. And then, almost cut it down in front of Femi Olat. Femi's sticking his nose on the bottom there. Now he's going to try to go for the 4th spot.
Man, you know Femi Olat's aggressive early right now. He's in the playoffs, but he is wasting no time because he's starting in the 15th spot. He's already trying to crack himself in the top 5. But man, he gets so close right behind Tyler Ducharme.
See, they're gonna go back to single file here. Looks like for the top 6 positions, or top 5 positions, as Lisby and Josh Robin are now back side by side, trying to go for the 6th position.
So far, Ariati with a half-second lead over Bobby Zelensky. 9 laps into this race. Anthony Emery 3rd, Tyler Ducharme and Femi Olat now battling for the 4th spot. You got Femi Olat down low, Tyler Ducharme up high, heading into turn number 3. So far, the advantage goes to Ducharme.
Femi Olat still trying to figure out a way to get around those 2 Outback Racing Team cars of Tyler Ducharme and Anthony Emery. Maybe John Barry could help him out. Nope, never mind. He's going to try to make a move on the outside. That's would be a crack for the top 5. But nope, John Barry's going to back up, and he's going to try to ride in line for now.
Well, so far, it seems like Ariadne's got a fast car when he's out front. He is still pulling away, 0.7 of a second lead now. But everybody else from second on back still trying to find a way to get away from this big pack. But so far, drafting, and this is a good track to draft off somebody. It's long straightaways, just like Daytona Talladega. And sometimes Auto Club as well is a good track to draft off somebody. So if you're not the race leader, obviously you need to draft off somebody. I mean, this pack is still pretty close to each other. And I tell you what, Femi Olat still trying that inside lane, but it hasn't been the lane right now because Tyler Ducharme is just going to get the advantage off the corner. Well, it looks like that time Femi Olat stayed right there with him. So they're going to go side by side going into turn number 3. But will Tyler Ducharme have the advantage up on that outside lane? Femi actually looks like he's going to have the advantage, and he's going to clear Tyler Ducharme for 4th.
That's a very nice moving up. Go ahead, Rudy.
I just wanted to mention here comes Zoltan Herzog. He started 25th today, and he just passed Terrell Baker for the 10th position. 15 positions. He has moved forward already in 12 laps.
Zoltan Herzog ain't laying back right now. He wants to get up to the front as soon as possible, knowing that his tires are still probably good right now. I know he's probably burned them right now, but you're going to see some of these guys. I mean, Femi Olat's doing it. Zoltan Herzog is doing it. And I will say, Will Klein, he's back in 13th, but he started 23rd, so he is moving up through the field as well. So you got a few guys, and mentioned earlier that there's going to be some guys that started in the back are probably going to try to drive themselves up to the front. It's going to cook their tires, but they're trying to get track position just in case if that caution comes out or whenever that green flag pit stop happens.
Yeah. I'm here, guys. I'm just letting these guys call the race, so I'm here. I'm here running the cameras. I'll speak up whenever I can.
All right. Well, we like to thank Rudy there for working the cameras for us tonight. But yeah, Joe, I want to go back to that point you made. Michigan, it's wide, it's fast, and it's got some pretty fresh pavement too. And also with this package, just with that big spoiler on the back of these cars, it just punches a very huge hole in the air. So it's easy to pick up a draft off the car in front of you. But right now with Ariadne, whatever he's doing right now seems to be working, and he's managing to pull away from this field. But that's where the dirty air effect comes in from that big spoiler, creating a big dirty pocket of air.
Well, just look at Bobby Zelensky. It looks like he's about to try very hard to pull away from the third place guy, Femi Olat. So he's trying everything he can to pull a gap between him and Femi, but Femi has just been right there on this draft, not letting him get away. Boy, they are really battling back there for the 10th spot. Look at Zoltan Herzog, John Barry, and Josh Robin, Terrell Baker. Man, they are battling hard back here. Jared Darling in the picture as well.
Yeah, he's Zoltan's going. He's trying to pick him off one by one, but as he gets these faster, much more experienced drivers, it's going to be a little bit harder to pass. But when you got much more experienced and patient drivers like Josh Robin who decided to push it there and let him go, it makes his job a little bit easier trying to go get the next car ahead of him, where now we got a battle between John Barry and Jared Darling.
Yeah, John Barry, of course, he's had a pretty good season so far. Obviously no wins, but very consistent season. I know he didn't have to run like he wanted last week at Kansas, but if he shows his performance like he did in the regular season, he could be a championship contender as well. But you also got strong drivers like Anthony Emery, Femi Olat, Will Klein. Those drivers are in the playoffs, so he's really going to have these good runs if he wants to keep up with those guys. But they are still battling back here for the 7th spot with Jared Darling, John Barry, Josh Robin.
Oh, we got
a caution. Brad Bothwell, playoff driver. And this is what I was talking about. These playoff drivers having troubles early on in the playoffs. You can have one mulligan, and it could put you in a deep hole in the playoffs to try to make the next round.
Yeah, let's go back and look, see what happened down the back straightaway.
Yep. Going into turn 3, side by side.
Ooh, yeah, Tommy Gossett just turned him. The 27th.
Wow. Man, I don't know about that. I mean, what that was even before the corner as well. I don't know if Brad turned in early to get ready for the corner or like Tommy Gosselin was just trying to side draft off him. I don't understand why for like 27th or something, but I don't know. I mean, if I was Brad Bothwell, I probably would not be too happy about that. I don't know if he tried to side drive off him and maybe
Yeah.
misjudged or something. But
Something. Yeah, he just.
man, I tell you what. I mean,
Wow.
but again, for 27th, I'm not sure if
Like, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know why these guys would be racing this hard anyway. And I
Yep.
mean, I get what Tommy's still trying to make the corner too. But I mean, you got to try to give more room than that early on in the race. I mean, we still got a lot of racing left, and unfortunately, one of the playoff drivers is already now in the hole.
Well, pit stops are happening right now. Of course, Ariati was the leader coming down pit road. And it looks like, this is going to be close between him and Zelensky. And I think
Bobby.
Zelensky got him. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like Ariati might have been spinning the tires just a little bit too much coming off pit road, and that allowed Bobby Zelensky to get by him.
And that is very normal. Try to get out of the pit box lately on this tire model. The tires are super cold, and they're trying to get the temperature. Try to get out of the box. They're very easy to spin, so you got to try to get out of there easy. But Ari was digging coming out of the pit box, but was just not enough.
Well, I would like to talk to Bobby Zelensky, see how his car feels right now.
Where?
Bobby Zelensky, got a copy?
Oh, hi.
Well, how's it going, man? Welcome to the playoffs and welcome to the race lead as well.
Yeah, I was just trying to ask people what their tire wear was because I was saving a bit on that last run.
Well,
but,
we were mentioning that it looked like Ariati was just pulling away, and we weren't sure if it was clean air or, maybe like you mentioned, you saved some tires, so you would just hold them back. But so how's the track conditions and how's the car? And is dirty air really playing a factor at all right now?
Yeah, it usually does on these bigger tracks, and definitely get tight behind another car because, qualifying we could full throttle around this place, but on that first lap or so, I couldn't full throttle behind like Emery. So definitely plays a factor, definitely tightens you up. Overall, though, the car is really tight too. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, if anybody's getting loose, I don't know what the hell they're doing, but I'm plowing the center, so it's really hard to save the right front when the car is tight. It just, all the pressure's on that tire. So you really have to be careful with it.
All right, Bobby. Well, good luck out there. You guys are about to have to restart next lap. Let's see what you can do with that thing. Good luck out there.
Thanks.
So Bobby Zelensky, Whoopi, the leader on the restart with Ariati second. You got Femi Olat third, Justin Lisby fourth, Anthony Emery fifth, Josh Robbins sixth, John Berry seventh, Zoltan Herzeg eighth, Will Klein ninth, and Terrell Baker rounding out the top 10. And you got 8 of the 10. You got 8 playoff drivers in the top 10.
And that's why they're in the playoffs. They're just always running up front, and they're always being consistent. So it's not a surprise there.
All right, well, here we go. We're going to have 19 laps complete. We'll restart on lap 20. It's going to be 61 laps to go here at Michigan. Getting ready for the second restart after the caution came out for playoff driver Brad Bothwell going down the back straightaway into turn 3. Pace car is off, and there goes Bobby Zelensky. He's taking off a little early. Green flag back in the air.
Very nice start for Bobby Zelensky. Ariata, he moves down from Femi Olat, trying to get in single file formation. Ariata will be second, Femi Olat third. Just last before the Josh Ron will be in the top 5. And we got a side-by-side battle for 6 with Anthony Emery and Zoltan Herzeg coming off turn 2.
Yeah, first side-by-side battle we see. Well, now it might not be anymore because look at this battle for the lead. Here comes Ariati up to the outside lane on Bobby Zelensky. But Femi Olat giving Bobby Zelensky a good push. That's going to give Zelensky the advantage to clear him through 3 and 4. Now it's a side-by-side battle for second with Ariati and Femi Olat.
And here's where this draft is going to be important. Fresh tires full of fuel, and lots of big pocket of air try to suck off of, try to go for the lead. Messing up my words here.
Oh, look at Femi Olat getting
Oh,
tight on that
Lisenby.
bottom lane. Oh, and Lisenby messed up right there. I'm not sure if there was contact or he just got a little bit loose, but man, I tell you what, good job for everybody to keep it straight. But Femi Olat was on that bottom lane. He got tight right underneath Ariati. And, Bobby Zelensky mentioned, it could get tight on the bottom, and that's definitely what we're seeing there. But Zelensky still with the race lead, and Femi Olat, Ariati still side by side for second. And now Femi clears for second.
And now he's going to try to go after the lead. As meanwhile, Anthony Emery, he's making a charge back to the field after that pit sequence. He's up to fourth. Now running in the trail of Ariati as they come off turn number 2. Is he going to try to pull out, try to make a move? Nope, he's going to stay in line for now. As Femi Olat, he's going to pull out, and he's going to go for the race lead into turn 3.
Yeah, Femi Olat ducks down low, and he's going to throw it into turn 3. I mean, he's sending it in turn 3, and he's going to clear Bobby Zelensky for the race lead. So new leader, your defending champion, Femi Olat. Now we might have a side-by-side battle for second. And Ariati trying to peek his nose underneath there, but Zelensky shuts the door on him. Now Ariati goes high. Bobby Zelensky now challenging back for the race lead.
And not going to put the full challenge in there yet as Femi Olat will clear Bobby Zelensky. Ariati looks like he's going to try to move around the outside of Bobby Zelensky. And meanwhile, we got a side-by-side battle for fourth between Anthony Emery and Justin Lisby as well.
Oh my gosh. Man, Ariati.
Guys, I wanted to mention something because here comes Will Klein into the picture. He is in 7th after starting 23rd. Watch out for Will Klein. Remember what I told you at the beginning of the race? That's his calling card. He starts in the back of the field and he works his way to the front, not taking the qualifying time, and here he is in 7th.
Oh, man.
There you go. Oh, very loose. Looks like to be Anthony Emery coming off turn number 2. Lost all of his momentum. Luckily, they don't all rack it. They keep it straight.
And John Barry peeking his nose and he can't quite get there. Still side by side for the third spot. Looks like Ariati's going to have that advantage off the corner on Emery, and he does. Here comes Justin Lisby now, peeking his nose down low, but can't quite get underneath John Barry, so there's still single file for 6. Now here comes Will Klein to the outside of Lisby for 7, as we got a battle for the lead once again between Zelensky and Olat.
And Bobby Zelensky's going to retake the lead off of turn number 2. And Femi Olat, he said, you know what? You go ahead. I'm just going to maybe lay back here, maybe save it right for a little bit. Because Femi's got that lap lead, so he's got that bonus point down in the old pocketbook. Now he's just going to ride in line maybe behind that number 83 VRS Chevrolet and maybe try to save his tires a little bit and maybe go make another run at him later.
Now, another driver I want to point out that's making some moves up towards the front. How about Spencer Owens? He's up to the 9th spot now. He started 24th. He is moving up through the field now. He's looking to the outside of Zoltan Herzeg for that 8th spot. Can't quite get there, but Spencer Owens on the move early on.
Now the guy we got to look out for tonight. Michigan has always been one of Spencer's good racetracks. And he's showing it tonight. He started 24th, and but he started in the same row as Will Klein, so he's pretty much followed it right up to the top 10.
Yeah, single file, it looks like through the top 12, and then the first side-by-side battle I see all of a sudden it's between Josh Robin and Cody Miller. This is for the 11th spot. You got Josh Robin down low, Cody Miller up high. Josh Robin, of course, in the playoffs. Cody Miller not in the playoffs, but still, these two racing each other hard. And so far, it looks like Josh Robin's going to have the advantage to clear Cody Miller for 11th.
Yeah, Josh Robin, I think, fell back on that restart a little bit. I knew he was up near the top 5, and I think he just got caught on the bottom lane, and he ended up, unfortunately, drifted back a little bit. But meanwhile, all single file up here. Let's get back to Will Klein. There's something I do want to say about Will Klein. A lot of people think he's just good at super speedway racing and always being in there at the end. Well, performances like these in last week at Kansas, even though it was all controversial, he is a good racer, but people just don't understand. I mean, because all of his highlights seem to be on plate tracks. But when you really take a look at his stats, he has a lot of wins at other places, at like Chicagoland and other places. So, I mean, he can get it done anywhere, and he is a real threat for this championship.
Yeah, Will Klein is definitely a real threat for the championship. Right now, he's sitting in the 6th spot, trying to keep Justin Lisby behind him. Of course, he's a little bit behind John Barry, about 3/10 back. John Barry riding in the 5th spot. But so far, it looks like the top 4 are trying to break away from 5th on back, but John Barry trying to make sure they don't do that. Another driver that's moving up into the top 10 as we got about for the race lead with Femi Olaya and Bobby Zelensky. Once again, looks like Femi this time is going to shut the door on Zelensky through 1 and 2. But another guy I want to mention, how about Tony Hilbrands? He just cracked into the top 10. He's up this. He started 17th. He's up into the top 10. It's too bad that Tony Hilbrands is not in the playoffs because it looked like he was going to be a contender to be in the playoffs, but just had some trouble in the last couple of races to keep him away from it. But so far, he's moving up as well.
Yeah, fortunate for Tony Hilbrand. Made it all the way to the round of 8 last season, and unfortunately just didn't have as good of a season as his last season. But don't worry, he'll probably start getting ready for next season. He'll hopefully be right back where he was 1 season ago.
And right now he is battling with Spencer Owens for that 9th spot. He does clear him. Now Josh Robin looking for the 10th spot on Owens.
Ooh.
Man, did he get sideways off the corner there. And looked like he's going to... Oh, man.
It looked like as he tried to get back in line, it looked like he got a little loose on the straightaway and bounced back off the wall. That was a weird situation there.
Well, guys, I just wanted to mention Terrell Baker, TCB, is on pit road. I don't know if his day is over or what happened.
Yeah, he's 4 laps down right now. Something is wrong with TCB. I don't know what happened.
It's got a lot of damage on the front of his car. I'm looking at it right here, and man, his day that's going to hurt him in the playoffs, guys.
Wow. Yeah, already. I mean, we've seen 2 playoff drivers in trouble in this race, and you can have, like I said, you can have 1 mulligan, and it could put you in a deep hole early on. Well, I tell you what, TCB needs to push hard in the next couple races. Road America next week, Phoenix in 2 weeks, to try and make the round of 8. Well, he's out of the playoffs.
Guys, I found what happened on lap 21 when Justin Lazenby had his little incident where all the stack-up happened. Terrell Baker ran into the back of Zoltan Herzog, and I think he overheated his engine.
Just stacking up. Yeah, that can sometimes happen. You know, it easily can happen. And tell you what, these cars are really not that fragile. I mean, you can hit off somebody's back bumper and it could damage your radiator pretty easily. So far, it looks like we got another side-by-side battle. Lizaby getting around John Berry for the 6th spot.
Very nice move by Just Lazenby as John Berry. He's going to try to go back underneath him as he's going to try to use the draft off of Will Klein to see if he can try to blast right back by that number 31 JDR Graphics Ford.
I'll tell you what, just for the most part, just does not seem like that bottom lane. I mean, unless you get a good run down there, it's hard to make a pass. I mean, obviously we've seen a couple passes for could be old tires. We've seen a couple passes down low for the race lead, but I guarantee that's because Zelensky and Femi Olai were just giving each other some room. But you could see John Berry just having some trouble just trying to make that pass on the bottom lane. Could be because of the old tires wearing right now. I mean, we restarted on lap 20. We've gone 14 laps now on this run, so tires are starting to wear just a little bit.
And now they're still side-by-side going through turn 1 and 2. John Berry looks like he might have the nose ahead, but Justin Lizaby's going to use the run right off the progressive banking of turn number 2. And either they're going to be dead even down the back straightaway, and Lizaby will have his nose ahead on turn 3, as Revin, or John Berry in this case, he's going to try to get his spot back.
Well, the top 3 seems like they have pulled away. That is Femi Olai, Bobby Zelensky, and Ariadne. And then 4th on back is still pretty much close together. But yeah, it seems like John Berry still can't quite get around Lizaby. Let's see if he just throws in the 1 this time. Looks like he's going to be able to clear him this time. He's got to have to slide up, and he does. Finally takes that 6th spot away from Lizaby. So move John Berry up in their spot.
Also wanted to point out, Will Klein has actually popped up into the top 5. I guess we didn't see his move in the top 5 earlier. But right now, he's looking to try to get 4th from Anthony Emery. He's slowly working his way to the race lead here, guys. All right, now we want to try to go back through the field here a little bit. Spencer Madden, he's a rookie this season here in NORC, and he's making his first ever playoff appearance. Right now, not having the ideal race he'd have right now. We're running at 23rd back there with Sean Williams. Oh, as we got a
Oh, we got a
caution.
crash.
Oh, we got a big crash.
Straightaway.
Nick Mucinex is in
Oh,
it.
Nick Mucinex, and who else is that?
I think
Oh, Scott Taylor.
Scott
involved.
Taylor, Cody Miller, all involved down the backstretch.
Man, what in the world happened here? Obviously, it looked like contact was made. Looked like due to a side-by-side battle. We'll go back and take a look. Cody Miller, Nick Mucinex, and Scott Taylor involved in the crash down the back straightaway.
Yeah, I'm
let's
looking
see.
at it as they come off turn two. His speed all of a sudden dropped coming off the corner.
I wonder. Okay, the 45's up there close to him, but oh man, right
wow,
there, he
Scott
got
Taylor
turned.
Turned Cody Miller into the back of him,
Yeah.
and Nick Mucinex was just an innocent victim, just wrong place at the wrong time. But yeah, Cody Miller goes around. Of course, Nick Mucinex hits the outside wall. Scott Taylor got some damage on that car. I don't think too much, but man, I tell you what, man, poor Nick Mucinex. He was just in the wrong place, wrong time, and he got the worst end of it.
Yep. Well, yeah, that was pretty bad for him to get caught up into that because there was no place for him to go, but he's going to get into the wall really hard. The one that I think come out of that okay was Cody Miller and Scott Taylor, but Scott's on pit road. Well, actually, no.
Yeah.
Scott's going to get into Nick Mucinex. Yeah. But Cody Miller come out of it okay.
Yeah, but here's the odd thing. I don't know if Cody got tight, but it looked like he was already on the straightaway, but it looked like his speed dropped coming off the corner. So I don't know if he had some sort of malfunction or if he got tied off the corner, because
Probably.
that's something weird that you see.
Probably got tied off the corner. Probably was going to hit the outside wall if he did not lift, so he tried to keep the car off the wall, and Scott Taylor just didn't have time to check up. Probably most likely what happened. Well, pit stops are happening. Femi Live, the first one down pit road. Let's see if he'll be the first one off pit road. No, it looks like Zelensky is going to beat him out
Once again.
Wow. What
Screws
a
on
pit
it.
stop. Yeah, he's got his pit crew, man. They all need a raise, I think.
All right. Let's see. We're going to interview someone. How about I interview Will the Thrill Klein?
I know it. I was just thinking that myself. Yeah, Will Klein, where's he at?
Oh, yeah, here we
I
go.
got
Hold
him.
on.
I got him. There you go, Daniel.
Will the Thrill Klein, do you have a copy?
Don't call me that ever again.
I was just going to say, don't ever call him that again.
Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, you started 23rd. You're in the top 5. How's the car driving, my man?
Perfectly fine. We're not getting a long enough run, so I can't take advantage of tire saving. So it's been okay race so far.
Oh, I'm glad it's been a decent race for you. I mean, you're one of the best in my opinion at saving tires. I mean, you do it so good. You do it in qualifying as well. But so far, it looks like you're having a good race, having a good start to the playoffs. And I know you're not trying to wreck out here. What's the goal to try to come out of this first race?
Oh, I know I'm probably gonna get killed at some point. I know I have playoff points to protect me, and then I got the road course next week. We'll go practice for that.
Well, sounds like a good plan. Yeah. Out of these next 2 races where we are going to have the low downforce package at Road America and Phoenix, do you think that's going to play in your hands?
Who knows? I'm terrible at Phoenix. I'll probably run mediocre there, but I'll make sure to do my practice for Road America. I've always liked the road courses and stock cars. I've been at least above average.
Well, sounds good. Thanks for talking with us. Good luck for the rest of the race.
All right, thank you, Daniel.
Yep.
All right.
Hey,
Yeah.
and I thought that was a good name to call him, too.
No, you know what? I have to agree. that was a terrible name. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should probably be banned from the booth.
What-
for saying
what-
that.
To be fair, I got that from a fan off of Laura race when
Well,
he won at
don't
Homestead.
listen to fans. Let's just say.
Yeah, don't listen to the fans, and yet I got a YouTube channel with 60,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
And,
right.
and wow, Daniel, really? What a suck up.
Well, I know. Like,
That
Laura.
was sickening. That was sickening, man.
Suck up.
Yeah.
All right.
Sucking up to Will.
All right. Well, we are going to go back to the restart here on lap 40. We're basically hitting the halfway point of this race. Obviously, Zelensky and Femi Olat, the race, the be on the front row. Well, actually, we are still under caution here, so we'll get the one to go next time by. But I don't know. So far, I think we got 3 fast drivers that could easily pull off the win. I think Bobby Zelensky, Femi Olat, Anthony Emery are might, not Anthony Emery, Ariati, but Anthony Emery's been fast as well. Of course, you can't count out Will Klein, but I think we've seen 5 drivers that could compete for this win. Daniel, what have you noticed in this first half of the race?
I noticed that Bobby and Femi are what looks like to be the class of the field, as expected. But we got a lot of covers and goers, like Will Klein driving from outside the top 20 up to the top 5. And you also got Spencer Owens. This is one of his best tracks. He's followed him right into the top 10. So we definitely got a lot of comers and goers. And we also got some playoff spoilers like Ariati and Tony Hilbrands and just so many other names that we have yet to see. It's having a few people having playoff troubles, like Terrell Baker, Brad Bothwell, Sean Williams, Spencer Madden. Not having good races to start out, but we still got a whole another half of racing left. So still a lot of time for the playoff drivers in the back to maybe get their way back to the front.
Tell you what, the driver that has dropped back just a little bit, Jared Darling, he's back to 13th. He was running in the top 10 early on, but he's back there at 13th. Tyler Ducharme, of course, he's back there right now in 30th. But yeah, you got a couple of drivers that was running in the top 10 earlier, dropping back just a little bit, but let's see if they can rebound. So we're going to hit the halfway point here, Rudy. And Rudy, I think if you can, I think this would be appropriate time to maybe do some crank it up a little bit on this restart.
I believe we can do that.
All right, let's crank it up here at Michigan International Speedway on this restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, we got a wreck in the back!
Oh, they're wrecking back. Wrecking.
Cody Lamas, I think, was caught up in it.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was Cody.
Cody Lamas and Tommy Gossett.
Oh, man.
Those two involved in the crash on the restart.
And it might have been Tommy Gossett because it looks like he exited the race. So,
There was a stack up.
yeah, I'm riding along here with Cody Lamas right now. Let's see what happens on this restart. Maybe somebody spun the tires, maybe? I don't know. Looks like, okay, there were... Oh, yeah, there was a stack up.
It was just a stack up.
Somebody did not go there. Who was that? That was Tom Mercier, and he's the one that stacked them up right there.
Yeah. I think it all started up here with Keaton Jones.
Yeah, it looks like he stacked them up, and then along comes the 36 right behind him there, Patrick Colby. Colby gets into the back of Mercier, and that stacks up Cody Lamas, and I think there might have been some other drivers involved in that as well. I think Zoltan Herczeg, might have got caught up into that. No,
But yeah,
I guess
Tommy Gossett got collected.
Yeah, he's gonna miss it. Yeah,
Big time.
Tommy Gossett. Oh my, there's no place for him to go. That's a shame. Well, it looks like he is gone for the day. He's taking his car behind the wall.
Zoltan Herczeg, I'm not sure what happened to him. I guess he had to restart in the tail of the field, but he managed to sneak through that.
Yep.
Tom Mercier also out of the race now.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he had a lot of damage on that car. I don't even know if they could have fixed it.
Do you think somebody spun the tires and missed a shift on the restart?
That's what it looked like to me.
I think that was people trying to time it, to be all honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have been timing.
Somebody tries to go and everybody tries to follow you through, and then sometimes it's not a good idea to follow the car in front of you because they could easily make a mistake just trying to jump it, trying to time it, and they mess up, and then when they hit the brakes, it could check everybody up. So, I mean, that's a common thing that normally happens. I mean, sometimes they get lucky with the chain reaction restart and keep it going, but sometimes they're not so lucky. Well,
I was going to say we could talk to Brad Bothwell because he's starting to work his way up in the front a little bit.
Honestly, thinking the same thing earlier.
Were you? I got him here. If he can unmute his mic, maybe we can get a talk with him. Brad, you there? Hello, Brad. Brad Bothwell. Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing?
Good. Well, you had a little scare at the beginning of the race, but you're back in it now. We're trying to find you here. Where the heck are you? There, 20th place. So. You got a little damage on the car, but other than that, how's the car running tonight?
I mean, it was running fine until I got a little bit of damage. So, I mean, after a little bit of damage I had like, I don't know, 36 seconds.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what do you think about being in the top 12 here in the playoffs? That's pretty awesome.
I'm actually pretty excited about it because, I mean, it is my first full year in NORC, and I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty proud of you, man. I think that's impressive. You know, just to get yourself into the top 12 to be eligible for the chase here. Now, next week, you guys go to a road course. Do you have a problem with road courses with the cup cars?
No, actually, I've only been to Road America a couple times, so pretty much all week I'll be practicing there. I'm more of a Watkins Glen kind of guy, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yep.
So I'll be doing a lot of practice there this week.
Yeah, you got some long straightaways there, so that there's kind of a little bit of free movement there, a little bit of relaxation time before you get into some tight turns. But all right, Brad, we'll let you go, brother. Good luck out there. You've got yourself from 32nd to 20th, so keep digging.
I'm gonna be digging.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Sorry about that, Joseph, but I wanted to talk to somebody that's, like him and Sean are in the back there. They're kind of struggling right now to keep themselves eligible for this, the championship.
Well, I'll tell you what, another driver that's had trouble tonight, I just want to talk to him anyways because he's fun to talk to. How about Cody Miller?
Sure.
Here we go.
Hey, Cody, you got a copy?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Hopefully you're doing a little bit better than a few minutes ago.
Oh, that's because I turned my car off.
Oh. But you're still going, right? Yeah, so it's not... let me just say, it looked like you had a little trouble off turn 2. You got turned, but you're still in this thing. What's been going on in your race so far, other than that?
Well, I mean, yeah, other than that, just driving around, things tight, lots of traffic. Air is like, it's like China, you got the, thick air quality. I don't know if it's messing up my car. It gets very hot very easily. It doesn't turn, and that crash was me turning my car off because I went to key up in game chat, and my ignition button is next to my key up button, so, there's people and they killed me, but it's fine.
Oh, well...
It's their fault, not mine.
Absolutely it's their fault. I mean, what? Scott was the one that ran the back of you, so...
Yeah, he should have just avoided
it's like, it's like real life, if you rear-end somebody, it's their fault, so...
Right.
It's completely understandable, but why is the ignition switch next to your voice key?
It's because it's easier to turn my car off that way.
But maybe should
turning my car off.
Well, maybe should reconsider maybe changing that or something.
I only have 6 buttons. It's just you got one button for the ignition, you got the one button for the backing out of getting out of the car, got the one button or 2 buttons for keying up, one in TeamSpeak, one in game chat. The other ones are for I don't know. I don't press those. Yeah.
But so the point is you just lost talent a little bit, but the second point is it wasn't
because
your
I'm
fault.
Drinking. That's why I pressed the button.
There you go. No, well, there you go, man. Then you're doing NORC absolutely correct. So,
you push a button in the middle.
There's no button in the middle.
Well, no, when you're drunk, see, you got to close one eye. You got to put your hand over one eye. So.
Oh my God.
Just to hit your button.
Cody, you should try that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll let you go, man. Always good talking to you.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
That's funny.
He hit the button.
Yep, hit the button.
Just hit the button. What do you think about that, Daniel? He just hit the button.
Yeah, he hit the button. All right.
Yeah, he did hit the button. Chat, chat that's watching this race, have we mentioned he hit the button? I think he hit the button, Rudy. Man, those darn buttons.
Oh, if I was a betting man, I would say he probably hit the button.
Yeah, I think he hit the button. Chat, do you think he hit the button? Say it with me. He hit the button. Yeah.
Well, right now, this entire field about to hit the button here in just a minute as we're going to run down the top 10 here. Bobby Zalensky is going to be restarting as the leader. Femi Alat second. Anthony Emery, Ariati, Justin Lasby wrapped up the top 5. Will Clyde, Spencer Owens, Josh Robin, Tony Hilbrands, and John Barry are about to hit the button here in just a minute. So is the rest of the field.
Well, hopefully it's the right button. That's the pedals to hit the gas. So, man, we need to stop before we get addicted to the same bud. My goodness. We're back to the restart, and hopefully this time we can get back to green flag racing and not have another shenanigan moment on the restart. Bobby Zelensky, still your race lead with Femi Alive to the outside. Green flag back in the air.
Green flag, green flag.
Absolutely. All right, Bobby Zelensky still the race leader. I'm sorry, Femi Alat's the race leader. Bobby Zelensky is trying to move up high to try to challenge for that race lead. We also got a side-by-side bout for third with Ariadne and Anthony Emery. Justin Lisby coming into the picture now. But, man, I tell you what, a couple of times seen Anthony Emery get tight. Whoa, look at Justin Lisby diving down to the bottom and make it 3 wide for the 4th spot.
Looks like he's going to back out, try to get a better arc into this corner. But, man, they are 2 by 2. Well, no longer 2 by 2 by 2, as we're the top 2 have single-filed out. But Ariadne, Anthony Emery, they're side-by-side for 3rd. Justin Lisby, Spencer Owens, all 90 more. They're no longer side-by-side for 5th. As Lisby will clear to the top 5, Spencer Owens is going to fall in line. And now they're side-by-side for the lead.
Well, guys, I got to say this. Femi is on a mission here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He is on a mission to win this tonight. He's 19 points behind Bobby Zelensky, and his main goal here tonight is to beat Bobby Zelensky for this win.
Well, remember, Femi Alat, he's won the championship the last 2 seasons. He's trying to make it 3 in a row in this league, and guess who he's trying to beat for most championships as well? That's the guy to his outside lane, Bobby Zelensky.
Yeah, he's trying to go for number 5, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Whoa, look at
Ariadne trying to go up the middle. He's going up the middle 3 wide. And now he's going to fall back in line.
Oh, Femi getting tight on that bottom lane. Bobby Zelensky going to get that run off the corner. And Ariadne's going to follow through with him. And looks like Zelensky, can he clear him? Can't, not quite yet. Femi Alat not giving up without 5. Meanwhile, Spencer Owens trying to go for the 4th spot on Anthony Emery as they're still side-by-side for the race lead.
And now who will Ari push? Femi or Bob? Is he going to push Femi or is he going to throw 3 wide? Yes, that was right.
3 wide.
3 wide to the inside goes Ariadne. Femi in the middle. Bob to the outside. They go to turn 1 and Bobby's going to back out.
I saw that one coming, and Bobby Zelensky's like, no, thank you. I don't want any part of that. Let these two battle it out. But Femi Alat gets the good run up on that outside lane. Zelensky as well. Ariadne, again, drops back to 3rd. Here comes Anthony Emery up for the 3rd spot on the outside. They're still side-by-side for the lead going into 3.
And looks like Femi Alat, he's going to hold on to the race lead back into turn 3. Bobby Zelensky got to fall in line. And now back to side-by-side for 3rd between Ariadne and Anthony Emery.
Look at Femi Olad trying to get away from Bobby Zelensky, trying to make sure Zelensky doesn't side draft him. He did a good job there. Still side by side for third with Ariati down low. Anthony Emery up high. And they're side by side back there behind him as well. Actually, there's two more side by side battles behind him. Man, this is good racing right now here at Michigan.
Justin Lisby now in a side-by-side battle with Ariati. This will be for the fourth position. I think Ariati's now just getting trapped on that inside lane. Looks like everyone on the outside seems to be getting by him. But Spencer Owens, he's going to give a little assist to Ariati here. Ooh, that was very close. Very close between Ariati just Lisby, but Spencer Owens, he's just going to fall back in line. As Ariati just Lisby, they'll still go side-by-side.
You got to tie on that bomb. He had to get out of the gas just a little bit, and that's going to give the advantage to Lisby for the fourth spot. Lisby not quite underneath Anthony Emery yet. I think he was just trying to get some clean air there just a little bit. But it looks like they're going to be single file through the top 6 or 7. Yeah, it looks like pretty much the top 10 is pretty much in a single file pack right now. Pretty much top 15.
Yeah, also another sleeper here looks to be Jared Darley, who unfortunately missed the playoffs for the second season in a row. It's been a rough go at it here in North for Jared Darling. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jared's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He is definitely a fast driver, but he's just had no luck on his side this season, especially with this package and with this car. But luckily, we don't have to worry about this car next season, so maybe once we get to the different car, which I believe will be the Xfinity car, but that's not confirmed yet, I think he'll be ready to go next season. He'll be ready to show the entire Northfield what he's really made of.
Well, I tell you what, Ariati still trying to make some moves, trying to get back up to that front like where he was earlier. Of course, it seems like when he's stuck back in traffic, he just cannot quite get up to the front. He's having trouble in that dirty air, in that traffic. But I guarantee you, if he gets out front, he could be a tough guy to beat. But he's still trying to get by Justin Lightspeed for that fourth spot. Cannot do it. He has to tuck back in line.
Guys, I wanted to tell you, Bobby Cheney now, he is 10th in the points, and he is battling with Will Klein here side by side, and Josh Robin, these guys all right together here. So Bobby has got himself inside the top 10, and that's really good after starting 21st.
Very good.
Another guy a couple spots back. How about Brad Bothrow? Remember, he got involved in that accident earlier in the race. He's back up to 13th, so his chances are not over. He could still try to maybe get that top 10 finish. I know he probably wishes he could have done better, but he's trying to get as many points as he can because you never know what could happen at Road America at Phoenix that could possibly eliminate him from the playoffs. So he is doing everything he can with a crumbled up race car just a little bit.
And also another sleeper we gotta look out for, Justin Gable. Don't count him out of this race yet. I mean, he was a sleeper at Bristol too, finishing second. He could definitely spoil the party to these playoff drivers.
So far, it's just single file. Nobody's been able to make a move. And I wonder if this is, maybe for most of these guys, we got 22 laps to go. How much longer especially for the guys like outside the top 5, how much longer can you stay single file until you have to make some moves? It looks like Will Klein doesn't want to waste any time. He's trying to get around Jared Darling for the 8th spot.
And that he's going to try to do. And I believe these guys are going to fuel the end. So this is a straight-up heads-up battle all the way to the end here. And it looks like Will Klein, he will clear Jared Darling going into turn 1, and he will take that 8th spot.
Well, guys, technically they could make it the rest of the way on fuel, but now it's going to be up to, whether they want to stay out there that long on the tires. And don't forget, we still got 3 green-white checkers at the end if we need them.
Yeah, just say, if we get a caution now, they're coming. But if this stays green to the end, they're going all the way to the end. But say, if we get a caution with like 2 or 3 to go, yeah, they're coming for fresh rubber.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed about Michigan, more times than not, it turns into a fuel mileage race. And if these guys don't stop for fuel here, we might see a fuel mileage race here. Who's been saving enough fuel to get to the end who's been kind of peddling it there a little bit, like Bobby Zelensky. He might be just kind of using the draft to help him save fuel.
And that's probably what some of these guys are doing right now. They could just be staying in line, staying in that draft, try to save some fuel. They may not be wanting to make some moves right now. Just make sure they saved enough fuel, and then maybe depends on how much they saved, and they can make it to the end. We might see some moves within less than 10 to go. But again, it's like what we've seen so far in this race. It's just so hard to make passes, especially on that bottom lane. How long do you wait until you say to yourself, you know what, I can't lay back anymore. I run out or not, I got to go and try to get up to the front, because points are points. I mean, 1 point could definitely make a difference, make it the next round or not. So going to have to be aggressive soon.
And we're getting close to the end of this race. As they come on the line, only 18 laps to go. So this race is definitely flying by. We've only had 3 cautions. So it's a bit very, very mild of a caution. That's actually Terrell Baker. He's back on the racetrack, guys.
37 laps down, but at this point, there's no way he can make up any more spots. It looks like he will still probably, most likely, finish. Well, he'll definitely make up some spots. He can definitely get up to 28, but that's probably all he's going to get. It's points, I mean, try to get a few extra points. Could make a difference. But what I'm also noticing, look at Bobby Zelensky. He has lifted off just a bit more on Femi Olat. Femi Olat's got a 3/10-second lead. I don't think that's because Femi Olat's faster than Bobby Zelensky. I think Bobby Zelensky is trying to save some fuel right now. And not only that, but maybe save some tire for the end, because we saw him do this early on in the first run before that first caution came out. He was riding in that second spot, just saving some stuff. He's doing that once again right now.
He definitely could be doing that, and he's just using that draft, using that big hole in the air, trying to stay with Femi, because, and you never know, dirty air could be getting into the way too. So maybe if he saves a little bit of that run, that's not gonna save it if he gets tight like that. But if he could just stay in. Oh.
Man, I tell you what, it was a close call between Anthony Emery and Ariati. It looked like Ariati was going to go down low, and then he just moved back up high. And now we got a side-by-side battle for the 5th spot with John Barry and Spencer Owens.
And Will Clyde and Justin Linesby for 7th.
So it looks like these guys are trying not to waste any time now. It's time to go for them. Will Clyde down the bottom lane, but he's not going to have the advantage to get by John Barry, because Linesby is pushing John Barry down the back straightaway.
And back to side-by-side for Will Clyde. And here comes Terrell Baker on those fresh tires. Who is going to hopefully, as you can see as they go down the straightaway, he's way down on power. So if he's going to pass these guys, it's going to go slowly be done in the corners. And Will Clyde will take that 7th spot for Justin Linesby.
But look what that did to this pack a little bit. I mean, all of a sudden, Femi Olat, Bobby Zelensky had pulled away from 3rd on back when Anthony Emery and Ariati had that close call coming off the corner a couple laps ago. That lost them some momentum. Also, that battle with John Barry, Spencer Owens, that lost them some ground as well. So it's like, do you really want to maybe work together right now, draft off each other, maybe close in on that lead pack, and then start battling? Or is it just every man for themselves? We're just going to have to see.
14 laps to go here at Michigan. Bobby Zelensky still maintaining a solid gap behind Femi Olat. And right now they're starting to alleviate the Emery, Ariati, Spencer Owen, and the rest of the field. But, this is NORC. Anything can happen.
Yep, we've only had 3 cautions here today, but we've only had nine lead changes, and that's only been amongst a couple of drivers. But right now, Femi Olat does come away with the most laps led so far. Now, that could be topped by Bobby Zelensky if Bobby can get by him, but I really kind of doubt with the laps left. Let's see. With 13. No.
13 laps to go.
Femi Olat, he has the most laps led right now, and that cannot be touched.
And that's another bonus point right there. So definitely can help him out. Just in case if he doesn't end up winning this race, that's just more bonus points. But of course, you win the race, you're a playoff driver, you win, you're automatically locked into the next round. So he is really trying to hold off Bobby Zelensky, but Bobby ain't gonna give up without fight. Bobby is still probably saving a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, that's kind of Bobby's calling card, as I always say. That see, he's taking a look right now. He's kind of testing the waters a little bit there, but he'll let you. He kind of reminds me of Marcus Richardson in that aspect, where Marcus will let you lead all the laps, but come to the last lap, he's going to pass you and get the win from you.
I tell you what, Ariati got around Anthony Emery for that third spot. Good move by Ariati down on that bottom lane. And, of course, that is Terrell Baker. He's 37 laps down around these leaders. Of course, Terrell Baker with the engine damage, look how much power he's losing down the straightaway, even on those fresher tires. His only advantage is in the corners. But but he is trying the best he can to stay out of these leaders' way and just doing his own thing.
And I can believe this is something we haven't even brought up, but Marcus Richardson was originally in the playoffs, but after last week's wreck at Kansas, and apparently did something to his wheel, his actual sim racing wheel, where he wouldn't be able to compete in the playoffs. So he unfortunately had to give up his spot. I guess who vacated his spot? TCB.
Yeah, he said Marcus said that he had a burning smell coming through his wheel, and he's like, you know what? I'm not going to risk that. I'll probably just give the spot. Well, I guess what, guys? 10 laps to go here at Michigan National Speedway. Is still Femi Olat, the race leader, but Bobby Zelensky right there behind him. Bobby Zelensky is getting ready to pounce on Femi Olat and set up his move. They are within a second ahead of Ariati. Now, the guys back third on back, what do they do now? I would not assume they should be saving anymore. They got to do what they can to maybe draft together and maybe try to close in on the top two, or else they're not going to have a shot to win. It's just going to be between Femi Olat and Bobby Zelensky at this point.
Yeah. You know they got Larry's trends, right? Well, I'm going to introduce myself old Danny's trends. And you know what the trends are for this race? Guess what?
Caution.
There are none. Because, it's NORC. You know something stupid's going to happen at the end of the race. And those were Danny's trends.
Daniel, sometimes I wish there was a mute button for you. Oh, Jesus.
Terrell Baker, I am not sure what he's doing up here.
I think he's trying to get out of there. I think he's realizing, you know what, I should not be racing these guys. I think he's just...
And don't forget, if one of these two were to win this race, they're through to the next round of the playoffs.
Yep, it'll either be Femi Olat, Bobby Zelensky, if it stays where it's at right now. But you never know. Late race caution can come out, and it does not look like Ariati and anybody else is able to close in on them at all. So far, it looks like it's going to be between Femi Olat and Bobby Zelensky for this win. 7 to go this time.
Femi Olat will lead back to the straight. Bobby Zelensky is in close proximity. It looks like this could be the race for the win, guys, because third place right now, Ariati, they're just way too far back.
Yeah, I still don't know why TCB is right there with these guys, why he's running with them. I don't understand that. I know he's staying out of the way, but I think he should just actually back off from this lead pack and let these guys race it out for themselves. Oh, we got a battle for 6th. Will Klein underneath John Berry down the front straightaway with 6 laps to go.
Making a move on John Berry to turn 1. And he's going to try to bring Jared Darling along with him, as Will Klein will take that 6th position from John Berry. And here comes Jared Darling as well. Unfortunately, not going to get that position. He'll slot back in line. Jared Darling currently running in the 8th spot.
Well, guys, 5 laps to go here at Michigan National Speedway. And I tell you what, going down that back straightaway, Bobby Zelensky was all over the back bumper of Femi Olat, so he is ready to send... Oh, we got Justin Lisaby down in the grass, and the caution comes out. A late race caution here at Michigan International Speedway. And guess what? Lisaby and Sean Williams involved. Sean Williams, who won at Michigan last season and also part of the playoffs. Sean Williams involved in this accident, but we got a caution with 5 laps to go, and this changes everything.
Man, I'm wondering to see how Sean Williams got involved in this.
I think he just was in the back.
Two separate accidents.
Jared got tight coming off the wall and bounced off of it.
And bounced off it.
Oh,
and
no.
And Lisby, of course, a playoff driver. Wow, Jared
Right.
drove hard into that.
Two playoff
Oh,
drivers.
my gosh. Look at that. Holy smokes. I think Justin Lisenby's okay, but see how Sean's sliding to try to miss Jared coming up onto the track, I think. He locks it up. Oh, Bobby Cheney got a piece of that, but Sean didn't hit anything. So I think he'll be all right.
Leaders pit road.
This is good for him because this picked him up a lot of positions.
So two playoff drivers, Justin Lisby and Sean Williams, involved in that crash. So a few playoff drivers' troubles. But yeah, pit stops happening, and this could be the money stop right here. Who can ever get off pit road first could be the race-winning move. Will it be Femi Olada or Bobby
Ariotti slipped through his box.
Oh, Ariotti slipped right through the box. And he's still messing up.
He's still trying to get in.
He can't find
He's
it.
still trying to get in.
Oh, he's just going to give it up. Oh, my God. I mean, at this point, you might as well just, you know that you just took the L for missing your pit box. And
Oh,
so
my
it's like,
gosh.
you know what? You're just going to have to go with what you got. So he's going to be on those old tires. That's going to be some trouble happening on the restart. But how about Bobby Zelensky? First one off
The
pit
pit
road.
crew again.
I mean, Bobby Zelensky, just these fast pit stops tonight.
Now, is there going to be enough laps left for Femi to try to get up there and get that win? That's going to be the question.
We're going to have a green white checkered.
Oh, you know,
Oh,
Femi
yeah.
Olada's going to be aggressive. You know he is.
Yep. This will be the first green-white checkered. You are right. He's not going to waste any time to try to get around Ariotti, I'm sure. He knows Ari could not pit. So
yeah.
That's a bummer for Ari, man. Oh, man.
This will throw something else into the mix. With Ariotti, he decided, like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going for it.
Well, I think... I was thinking maybe we ought to talk to Ari. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, we could try.
Yeah, he's probably not too happy about that pit stop. Ari, you got a copy?
10-4, Rudy.
Oh man, what a bummer there, brother. You couldn't find the pit box, so now you did not take any tires.
Yeah, I think I want them to just kind of give everyone a scare. I'm gonna go pit. There's no way I'm gonna spin my tires here and kind of ruin the race for the guys behind me. But yeah, I just, all race I've been popping the gear in neutral here and slid into my stall. And for whatever reason, I was like, just ramming in there. You're in second gear, be fine. The tires just slid right through, and instead I was too far left. Couldn't get it back in the box, man. So just sucks. I can't get a decent finish tonight, but in the end, I guess it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, you're not in the chase, so. Well, I wish you the best of luck the rest of the race. We're going to try to get a word in with Femi, I think. You want to talk to Femi there, Joseph, and see how he's going to do?
I'll tell you what, I thought.
Thanks, Ari. Thank you, Ari.
Yeah, no problem.
I didn't mean to cut him short, but
I don't.
What the heck?
I don't even see Femi a lot anyway. So.
I thought he was in here.
No, I don't see him at all. I'll tell you what. Well, I mean, good call for Ariotti to maybe come down pit road and not get in these guys' way and mess up a restart here that could cause another playoff driver to have some trouble. So he's going to pull into the pits right now.
Yeah.
Good move for him. But that's such a bummer, too, because he had a strong car tonight. Had a top 5, I'd say a top 3 car. Probably a winning car if he was able to get out front.
Yeah, that is a bummer.
All right, guys, are doubling up. And, Justin Lisby, who unfortunately got caught up in that incident, he's still going to restart 6, guys. He decided not to fix any of that damage on that pit stop, so he's going to try to get every point he can get on this restart.
I don't think he got hurt too bad. I think he's going to be all right if it's just 2 more laps. But, he obviously doesn't want to lose all that track position because, again, that could be the difference between making the next round or not because him coming into this race, he was 6 in the points. He was 4 points ahead of the cutoff line, so don't want to lose any of those important points, so he's going to do everything he can. But how about this? How about Will Klein in the 4th? Man, watch out for him, man, because he knows how to get the job done. He got it done last week at Kansas, but he always seems to find his place when it comes down to the end of these races. So we'll see what he could do on this restart.
Remember what I said about them trends? I said there are none, and I was right.
Well, I think the only trend that there is that there are absolutely going to be a late race caution in NORC. Always does, always will, always will.
Don't worry, I'm always right, just like Larry Mack.
All right, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to Max Speed TV on this Tuesday evening. First race of the playoffs in the round of 12 here at Michigan National Speedway, but it's the first green-white checker about to come into play right now. Bobby Zalenski and Femi Olad on the front row. Green flag back in the air, 2 laps to go. Bobby Zalenski got a great restart. He clears down in front of Femi Olad. First side battle we see is that Anthony Emery and Will Klein. Anthony's going to clear him for the 3rd spot. Here comes Spencer Owens for the 4th spot.
Going off turn 2, Spencer Owens. He's going to make a move to that 3rd spot on Anthony Emery. Down the back straight, away they go. Bobby Zalenski trying to break the draft. He's trying to hog the bottom.
Femi up high.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Outside for a race lead. Anthony Emery getting a push to Will Klein.
Between the two.
Oh.
Here we come to the white flag. Coming off turn number 4. White flag in the air. Final lap here at Michigan National Speedway. Side-by-side battle for the race lead. Bobby Zalenski downstairs. Femi Olad upstairs. The advantage going into turn number 1, nobody. They're dead even going into turn 1.
Turn 1 for the final time. Bobby Zalenski, Femi Olad, and then Anthony Emery, and then Spencer Owens. Where did he come from? Oh, the big contact. Zalenski fell off the big contact, and then the next straightaway.
Down the back straightaway for the final time. Zalenski, Femi Olad still side by side for the lead. What does Anthony Emery do? Can he make a move? Down in the turn number 3, they're still side by side for the lead. Who's going to advance into the round of 12?
Femi's on the wall! Oh, Femi! Anthony gets turned!
Anthony Emery gets turned.
Bobby Zalenski
will lock himself into the round of 8 tonight here at Michigan National Speedway after the 2 made contact off turn number 4 with Femi Olad and Anthony Emery involved. And boy, oh boy, what a finish that was tonight here at Michigan.
Elijah Grossi a 3rd?
Heck yeah.
What?
Well, looking at this here, I'm going to look at Femi here now. He's on the outside of Bobby Zalenski, but I don't know if there was contact there between him and Anthony Emery or if Femi just got tight in the corner. It looks like Bobby pushed Femi up the hill and Femi got loose.
Yeah, there was definitely contact. And it pushed Femi up into the outside wall. Femi trying to correct it. Unfortunately, he couldn't.
I don't think there was.
That looked to be a netcode hit. That looked to be a netcode hit.
Okay, yeah, because
Femi just got loose.
Let me go back here and take a look at this from the far chase view. Let's see if there was indeed contact here. I mean, I'm really slow motion. You know, Bobby's trying to keep Femi checked up. Okay. No, there may have been some net coding there, but they physically did not make a contact. Oh man, that is a tough break for Femi after running so good, bleeding 40 laps today, and he's going to wind up finishing 22nd because of that. Oh my gosh.
And Anthony Emery, all of the points he lost in one straightaway.
Unbelievable right there.
And nothing that he didn't even get involved of.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Well, look at this. Bobby Zalenski, Spencer Owens, and Elijah Gracia. We didn't even talk about him in the whole race.
I know it. We got to stop doing that stuff.
Man, we got to interview these guys, see what they thought about that finish.
All right, well, grab them and hold on a second. We'll get these guys up here, folks.
Bobby Zalenski comes home with the win tonight. Great side-by-side battle between him and Femi Olad. for the win. And most importantly, Bobby Zelensky, you have locked yourself into the round of 8 with this win tonight here at Michigan National Speedway. Tell us about your race and tell us about that final lap battle with Femi Lat.
Well, it was really ruined by the little netcode contact we had. There was like a 1.5 2 feet of room between us. I guess a foot. I don't know how to tell, but like if you look at the chase cam, like yeah, I was running him up the track a bit, but we had like just done that. We were like leaning on each other because it was going to be a drag race and it was going to be awesome. I don't know who would have won, but I got through 3 and 4 pretty well, and I knew I was going to be pinching him a bit. And like when I got the contact and he went up, I was disappointed. I was like, I didn't think I was hitting him because I just kind of know the space around my car. And yeah, that's not how you want to win. Definitely wanted to have that side-by-side battle that we were having those last 2 laps, and we battled all race. So that's lame. So that's why I just pulled over and didn't do any burnouts, because I thought I actually just hit him, and I just felt bad. But I still feel bad, but not much you can do about a little bit of netcode like that, especially when, yeah, you've been racing like that, and then it happens. So, oh well, that's online racing. Not much you can do about it. You know, we're racing thousands of miles apart, so it's a miracle in itself that we could do this online. But yeah, that's just kind of what I got to say about that. I'm sorry to him, even though I couldn't do anything about the lag there.
All right, well, you got the win tonight. Important thing is you are into the round of 8, but let's move forward to next week's race at Road America. Of course, the same time next. Yeah, at the same time.
Park.
Yeah, okay. I was just gonna say next week also is another Coca-Cola Series race for you guys. So it's like, are you gonna be able to race the whole thing, or are you just gonna be starting park?
Yeah, starting park. I would have started park even if I got like 7th today or something like that, or I guess any position, because I gotta take priority over there. But like my whole plan this round, because I can make 2 races, I was just going to do the 2 races I can make, start and park the road race, which is unfortunate because I like road races, and hopefully I would have enough points, right? Because I had a good amount of bonus points coming into the round, so I thought that should be enough. But now that we have a win, granted not the way you want to get it, we can advance. But it'll be a miracle if we can somehow pull this title run off because if I make it through this round, I have to like win race 2 of the next round and have to start park the other 2. So it's going to be a miracle if we can pull it off and just make that title race. But I wanted to have fun with it this year. I haven't raced for a title in NORC in like almost 4 years. So.
All right, well, Bobby, is there anybody you got to thank for this win tonight?
Yep, VRS and everyone at NORC that puts this show on. Yeah, let's say another apology to Femi, even though, again, you know, just lame that happened. That was going to be a hell of a finish.
All right, well, Bobby, good job on the win tonight, and good job on locking yourself into the round of 8. We know your plans for next week's race, just starting the park, but good luck to you at Phoenix as well, and good luck to you next week in the next Coca-Cola Series out of Homestead.
Thank you, Joseph.
Spencer Owens comes home second. We expect Spencer Owens to be good here at Michigan. Comes home with second tonight, but man, I tell you what, you came from 24 to almost winning this race with those 2 making contact off 4. Spencer, tell us about your race overall.
That was a good race. It's typical Michigan. We just ride around because I know how to drive here, and this is one of my favorite tracks. So we were just patient all day and just came out. I somehow got a P2. I don't know how I got that. But hey, I'll take it. Move on the next week, I think. I don't know where we're at. Some road course.
Road America.
Screw that.
All right, well, what's your expectations over there?
I mean, that's to survive. So we're just going to survive next week and we're not racing for anything now. So we're just going to come in and just do the best we can and move on to the next week.
All right, well, is there anybody you got to thank for your second place tonight?
I got to thank you guys for the broadcast. Got to thank all the fans for coming out. I've seen a few of them in there cheering me on, so thank you for that. I got to thank all the Nexus guys. They've been helping me out with a lot of the practicing stuff, so big shout out to them. Other than that, it was a good race.
All right, well, Spencer, good job on second place tonight. Best of luck to you next week at Road America.
Thank you.
Jesus, Daniel. All right, you know what? Whatever. I'll take third because he's not paying attention. Oh, Mike broke him. Oh, my gosh, whatever. What excuse? Just probably he's so nervous talking to Elijah. I don't know why you would be. Anyways, Elijah comes home third tonight. Elijah, where did you come from to finish third? Because we haven't talked much about you tonight. All of a sudden, we see you sneak in there to a podium finish. Tell us about your race.
Well, the beginning of the race, I was really struggling. Didn't get the handle of the fast way to go. I was just burning out my tires, and then I kind of figured out how to do it later in the run. And then with those green-white checkers, I just kind of the green-white checker kind of got closer to the front. So, with Femi and Bobby getting into there, I was pretty surprised. I thought they were going to come more down, and then I was going to be in the wreck. But went side by side with Will at the line there, and got third somehow. So,
good job just sneaking your way through there in third. Pretty good finish for you. So Road America is next week. What do you think about that race?
I'll probably be wrecking, so I'm not that great at road courses in the stock cars. So,
all right, then we'll make sure we'll keep an eye on you, I guess. All right, well, Elijah, anybody you got to thank for your third place tonight?
Definitely you guys for broadcasting, the people for tuning on and watching, John Berry for having the league, and the guy who painted the throwback paint scheme, Calipetti, Jackie Stovall. So it's a pretty neat paint scheme.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Elisha. Well, good luck to you next week at Road America, and see you there.
All right.
All right, Joseph, let's run down through the final results here then. Bobby Zielinski does get the win. Spencer Owens comes home third. Elijah Gracia fourth. Will Klein with a great finish. Needed that. Fifth place. Fourth place, excuse me. Bobby Cheney comes home fifth. That was pretty awesome. Man, he slipped up through that. John Barry, 6th. Justin Lisenby, 7th. Justin Gable, 8th. Zoltan Herzeg, 9th. And Josh Robin rounds out the top 10, Joseph.
Keen Jones, 11th. Taylor Fry, 12th. Tyler Ducharme, 13th. Brad Bothwell came back to have a decent result tonight after being involved in a wreck early on. Playoff driver, of course. Finishes up 14th. Tony Hilbrand's 15th. Ariati, 16th. Unfortunate for him that he missed his pit box because he had a top 3 car. Maybe could have had the winning car if he could have gotten out front. Starting on pole tonight, he ends up 16th. Scott Shire, 17th. Spencer Madden, their playoff driver, finishing 18th. Not the run he needed. James Coulibaly, 19th. And Nick Mucinex rounds up the top 20. Rudy?
All right, Patrick Colby, 21st. Femi Olat winds up finishing 22nd after leading the most laps here today. But, you know, he needs to hold his head high for that finish, even though that was such a good race and there was net coating involved in it. He's still come out of here with a very good points day. I think it's not going to hurt him that much. Anthony Emery also. I don't think Anthony's got too much to worry about for next week because he's a pretty good road course racer, him and Femi Olat both, but he'll finish 23rd. Cody Miller, 24th. Sean Williams, actually, he's probably one of the top playoff drivers here that actually it hurt him today with this 25th place finish. I hope he can come back next week at Road America. Let's see, Andrew Cardinelli, 26th, Jared Darling, 27th. Terrell Baker did pick up a few positions there after sitting on pit road for 37 laps and getting that damage fixed. Tom Mercier, 29th, Cody Lamas, 30th, Tommy Gossett, 31st, and Scott Taylor out of the race early, finishing 32nd. All right, so congratulations again to our winner here tonight, locking himself into the next round, Joseph. Pretty cool, Bobby Zielinski.
Yeah, Bobby Zielinski popped the win tonight, lost himself into the round of 8. Of course, his strategy next week is just to start in the park because he has priorities to go run the next NASCAR Coca-Cola Cup Series event. That would be at Homestead Miami Speedway. But first, we got to run our race here at Road America next Tuesday night. Of course, Bobby Zielinski, don't have to worry about the next couple of races. He's moved on. But for the other 11 drivers, they just need to rebound and try to go after it again next week at Road America. And, of course, Phoenix within a couple weeks. So we got some road racing next week, and we'll see what happens over there.
All right. Well, thank you again, Joseph. Thank you, Daniel. I know he's still trying to get his mic to work there, but it's not coming through, Daniel. So I don't know what's going on with your mic. Well, thank you, folks, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here. And check out our full broadcast schedule at maxbtv.com and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/maxbtv. Until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.